All right, let's get this thing started. I think it's this button right over here. I think it's that one. Hey there, friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it might be in your part of the world.
Greetings, my excellent friend.
It's so good to see you. My name is Jeff Fritz, and today is December 10th, 2024. We're going to write a little bit of code today. Actually, we're going to play some games first, and then we're going to write some code. How you doing out there, chat room? I see a couple folks wandering in. It might be because I've got the stream marked for Overwatch to get us started here. Let me head over and we can welcome folks in. Right over here, we're broadcasting live on Twitch and YouTube. We're gonna start with a little Overwatch. It's the end of the current season, and I need to get some more games in. So I thought we'd go through and play a little there. Hopefully the stream does behave itself today. That's right, C Sharp Titan. How you doing there to Chaotic Monkey, C Sharp Titan, Mythin, Land of the Elite, Dan Lupp? How you doing? Great to see you, friends. I had friends tell me yesterday, be careful. You're eating all that spicy food. You're gonna have problems when it comes back up later. And we've been just fine. No issues, nothing, everything. I took some Tums right after I had all of those spicy chicken wings yesterday, and I had a bowl of ice cream after that, and I've been feeling just fine. So I appreciate folks. Are you kidding? It dropped the stream category again? It did. It did. Seriously, so what we've seen now is Restream will drop the category when you start, and will drop it again later on in the stream. This is interesting. All right. So, yeah, no burning ring of fire. No. I see the question here. What are things that I like about Visual Studio and things that I feel need improvement? What I like about Visual Studio is how the debugger, the performance inspection, the rest of the plugins, because it's a full IDE, feel like they all work together nicely. They really do. And the extensions and the capabilities that are added into it make it really easy to work with and build code together. Visual Studio Code, the editor add-ons and features feel a little bit loosely stitched together, but that leads me to the second half of that. What do I think needs improvement? For the longest time, folks were saying, "Oh, Visual Studio is so slow; it takes so long to start up." Gosh, I really don't want to use that. It now starts up very quickly and gets me into development. So I'm feeling really good about that. But where I would go next is the APIs that are used to build extensions for Visual Studio are very complex and very historically maintained. If you built extensions for older versions of Visual Studio, you can bring them forward with very little rework needed. Now, there was an upgrade from 32-bit to 64-bit with Visual Studio 2022, but if there was a easier to use API that folks could use there to build extensions, I think you'd see an even richer extension ecosystem of it. Consistency, VS Code is highly customizable, but too Eclipsey. Yeah, there's absolutely a standard of interaction that's missing in Visual Studio Code. Totally agree. And you do see the dozens of half-started plugins that do a little bit of a thing and aren't really complete. So JetBrains making the Rider IDE free for any non-commercial development seems like a step towards trying to compete. It is. And folks will eventually come around and understand that it's basically the same license that is available to everybody with Visual Studio Community. It's basically the same license. So we'll see how that's handled, how that's dealt with. I'm going to dive in and we're going to play a little Overwatch to get things started here today. I am just a couple steps off of getting getting my next elements on the battle pass here. Right, the battle pass is the big set of rewards that you get as you go through the game, as you advance, as you play more games. So I'm going to start up Overwatch here, and we'll dive in and have a little bit of fun with the game. And then we'll come back and we'll do some coding. So I've got my scoreboard up here. This is taking a little bit longer than normal. Come on. Get in the game. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. So, let me show you where I am. So you can see here in the battle pass, right, there's 80 levels to this thing for you to complete. And this runs up in 4 hours. I don't think we're going to get through all of these, but we can probably get through a bunch of these. When I look at the items that are over here on the last 10, I'd really like to get my hands on. These are some of the in-game currency. Not sure we're going to get there, but excuse me. We'll probably get through a handful of these ones here. So, experience is on a doubling mode right now because we're just about at the end of the season here. But I've got this one right here. Complete 45 games in ranked or unranked. Where is it? There you go. Unranked or arcade, that's it. Wins grant double progress. So I'm going to start with an unranked game and then probably play, maybe we'll play some of the heroes that I don't normally play and see if we can get this branching out to level up. So I like to play as a tank, and we'll drop in here. How's it going there, Codebase Alpha? Are they spirits coming out of the gun? I don't know. I don't play as soldier. But it certainly looks like it. I'm going to leave the keyboard camera turned off while I'm playing. While it's cool to have it on screen, I think it distracts a bit from actually playing. Dorado. That was quick. Is it going to give me credit for this? Oh yeah, I am just fine. I didn't see any of this. I didn't see any of this. Let it go through and see if it gives it to me. Have I played Halo Infinite? I have not. Okay, it gave me credit for dropping in, but did it not give me credit for? No. Complete 45 games in unranked or arcade. Okay. Let's see if we can actually get into one here. No, I've heard folks say that I should try Halo. Call of Duty's another one that's been floated. But Overwatch is one that I've really enjoyed. Alright, let's see what we can come up with here. There's been a lot of push on Zarya popping up there. My list of skins for Diva is just taken off here. This is Busan. I don't know. I've enjoyed using this one. Path of Exile 2 is all the hype. Yes, I've heard that. Let's see what we can come up with here.
So, don't take it personally when I get the most kills.
No, don't take it personally. That's right. Right here. We'll put it. Hi. It's all Overwatch ladies on this team. They're already almost finished? Wow. Let's see what we come up with here. Oh, so we have a Reinhardt, huh? I'm having a hard time focusing. No, no, no. Move, 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 move. Yep, they're behind me. Doom Eternal. I tried playing a little bit of that.
They're counting on me.
Come on, get out there. Not anymore. Nope, there's nobody here with me. There's nobody here with me. Okay. And they decided not to raise me. Alright, nope. Are you kidding? How the heck did they get me? The music guy from Doom didn't get paid for like half the soundtrack? Oh, that's awful.
Jeremy Knight _ me just resubscribed for 58 months. Get 'em.
Thank you. Got it. All right, we're doing all right. Come on in, big boy. Okay. Nope. Nope. They took down 3 of us. Nope, there goes the widow. Dive back in there. Yeah. All right. Someone tried to hack into your Microsoft yesterday, but denied using authentication. Nice. We thought somebody was trying to hack into my wife's Blizzard account. It turned out she just changed the login to from her password that she used to key in to her Microsoft account. So you can log into your Blizzard account with one of those OpenID providers. All right, let's see if we can get them this time. Yeah.
Jen's voice just resubscribed for 36 months. 36 months of oh my smile, keep on creating great content, Fritz.
Thank you. Got him. We've got a widow up there. Bye-bye.
I'm just getting started.
If I'm not going to get any other folks attacking here. Well, that's not good.
I'm ready to initiate self-destruct sequence.
Guess what?
Come here, Toki.
One bomb for you.
Back in action. Mobilizing. Pirate disengaging.
Ah. Okay. Not good getting a team kill there.
What's up?
Really? Really? I made the jump. Oh, that was a terrible placement of the ultimate by that Maga. There we go. Yeah, that was a terrible placement because we had places to hide. Hey, Napalm. Hello. I don't need to win this game, but it'd be nice to win. This is
If we do this right,
oh no, we're on the other side.
happened.
This is where Diva came from.
Can't they get anything done without us?
It's a full-time job being the capable ones.
There we go. Goodbye. See ya. I'll take 3. the hard way.
Topping you up. Hey. Hello. Hello. Hi, sunshine. Let the Kitsune guide you.
Who's hitting me? Guess what, friends? I'll take the 2.
Keep an eye out.
I thought I hit him.
Developers, 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 developers.
No, I wasn't going to get out of that one. No. No. Ever get a full squad wipe with the ult? Yes. I have the... I recorded it. I've done it a couple times. And it's so good. Hey, Armadon. I'm doing well. Feeling good. Oh, I better... We're at 80%. Really? How come he's not taking any damage? Fine. You can take one of those. How's a triple? The triple good? Hit him! Nope, they took me down. Look at that, 36 kills. 36! Come on, get back in there. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. Oh, we're on the point. Ugh. Hey! Look at who that is. That was a close one. That was so close. And, like, I struggle that, look at how many kills we had, and we couldn't win the game. Software engineering being dead? No, it's not dead at all. No, that's way wrong. AI and software engineering is not dead in the least. What you're hearing is the AI, the same folks that were just as excited and eager about crypto are going after everything that they can with AI. They've literally, crypto was found to be stealing too much money, and they've completely pivoted, and they're going to do AI, and they want to take everybody's jobs with AI so that they can get paid for doing your job. So of course they're going to say, well, your job is dead because I can do it with AI. And that's just not the case, especially with something as complex as software engineering. Like, these are literally overeager scammers, effectively, who are trying to get money out of angel investors for things that don't work, for things that aren't going to change the world. It's not a thing that's going to happen anytime soon. And they're just literally, if AI was going to solve and take people's jobs, do you think OpenAI would let other people use their platform to do exactly that? Like, these are really, really smart people who are running OpenAI. They wouldn't let other people do and monetize. Get her? There we go. Monetize their product to create and make trillions of dollars if they could. They wouldn't. And it's not there. The folks who are telling you that are lying. Because they want your money. They not only do they want your money, but they want your employer's money. Where'd he go? Surprise, friends! There's two. So this is another one of these push levels where we have to escort the bot as it pushes this little barrier. You see the track that it's got to go up. They're dead again. Coming uphill is difficult. Hi. Yeah, that's right. Go for a walk. That's fine. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So, you'd like AI to take over project management? Look, AI is really good right now at taking care of some of those menial tasks that we all really don't enjoy. Because right now, what folks call AI are the large language models. And all they are is a text calculator. You give it a context, you give it a question, and it will stitch together the text that is most likely to answer that question based on the content that it's scanned. That's it. It's a really good prediction engine. If it was really, really good, Like, phenomenally good. Folks will be using it to bet on sports. It's not. It's not. That's why Microsoft calls the product Copilot. It gives you pretty good suggestions that you can look at, review, and decide what to work with from there. All right, so we're attacking. There is a payload. There's a jet that we have to escort that's up and around the corner here. We have to go escort that jet through 2 other stages, but we have to get to the jet and take possession of it from the other team. No, I'm sorry. The jet's right outside, and you can see there's another diva wandering around out there. But we have to wander out. Did I not? I didn't. There we go. We have to, I'm sorry, the jet's right outside here. So we have to go get the jet and escort it through 3 areas. Finish going through those 3 areas. And that's how you complete. Really? You dropped your shield. See, there's the jet moving. Yeah. There's one. Goodbye. Here comes the jet. You see the little track on the floor. We just have to escort it. Hey, Crafty Becky. It's been a while since you played Overwatch. It's the end of this season, and they're introducing a new tank later today. Where'd they go? Hi! Go ahead, go ahead. Enjoy, friends. Oh. It's one of my favorite characters, the hacker. You were curious yesterday and asked Copilot to build a method that accepted date and process arguments and would update the appropriate status columns. You were amazed when it worked. So right when you're working with GitHub Copilot, you're in a very fixed context. It knows all the things about the code that you're working with. So it has all of this information to kind of learn from and make decisions about. Hi, where are we at, friends? Let's go. Sure, you wanna shoot your arrows at me? Go right ahead. Oh! Nope. I was stupid and stood still. That's what I heard. Roommate plays a lot. Yeah, so this new character that's starting today, it's another tank. I didn't put up the win for the last match. I need to put that on the scoreboard. Let's go up here. Hi, friends.
And now
Ah!
engaging thrusters. Nothing gets past me.
Oh, thank you. That was a nice left grip. Fine. Ah, come on. Two minutes, 30 seconds to move it that last little bit. Each time I hit one of the enemies, my my gauge to get the suit back goes up. See, so I'm trying to poke there, but at this point I'm gonna wait. Hi. Oh, you stink. Where'd she go? I thought I was getting a heal there. Oh boy, back out of there. One minute. Damn it. Oh. No, no. Our DPS are out.
No one can hide from my sight.
We're doing all right. Come on. No! You idiot! You pulled me off the point! You pulled me off! Yeah! Yeah, you did. You did. Oh. All right, there. I put the W up. I'd really like to finish that level 70. What do I have left that I can get done here quick? I'm just going to grind. Don't download Balatro from Steam? Oh, I don't know that. So. I could play a bunch of competitive games and push through, but I don't want to do that. That's a lot. So this is like the second or third time that this has happened to me, playing the game in the last 24 hours, that I set up to dive right at the end and go jump on the point to go take a stand and fight for overtime, and a life weaver pulls me off the point. Oh, crumbs. I hate this map. This map is a competition to capture 3 of 5 locations. You have to sit in a location and get the counter up to let's do this one. Get the counter up to 100%. So we're doing all right, Mythin. I'm going to play just a few more games. I want to get to that level 70 of the Battle Pass, and then we'll pivot and cut a release of Sharp Sight and start talking about what we need for what we need for the plugins mechanisms inside Sharp Sight. How you doing there, PC nerd? Here we go. I'll take the speed boost and away we go. Oscar Mike? OM? I really don't like... No. I tried to hold and already... Look at that. The Sojourn had already died twice. Come on, man. I agree. Over here is right. The problem with this map is, folks don't wait and they dive in, or they wait too long and let people go running right by and don't collaborate in the fight. So look, we got 3 of them coming in. Where are you going? 90%. 94. Yeah. Nobody went to go get it. Go ahead, shoot at me. Alright, you see the white line on the ground? We gotta hold this over Team Red. Hi. No. The rest of my team is gone. The rest of the team is gone. Where the heck did they go? They were all dead. Where are they? Good job. Oh! Oh, I was behind the wall. You turkey.
Initializing system.
No. $99.99. Come on, team. Oh, they took out the May. If I can hurry back, I can help. We got it. All right. The palace is a little fountain with an area around it right up here. What? Oh, I had it. I had it. I haven't tried Rivals yet, no. How you doing, Reese? Alright, look, the healers are smart and waiting outside. Nope. The rest of the team wasn't there. I've run into this person's CC before. Focused. Come on. Come on, team. I killed her. Oh, he brought the Mercy brought it back. Come on, team. We gotta get in there. Gotta get in there. There's the 2 healers. Where's the DPS? Enjoy. No. Where did they go? Where did they go? Look, why were you in? Okay. On the point. Here they come. Hold it. Bye-bye. Way to go, Frosty. $58, $60. Keep going there. Tick, 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 tick. Why do I hear... No! Here we go. Fire right behind me, team. game. That's frustrating. Yeah. Am I gonna get 70 out of that? Yep. No, lost. Nope. We had that point at 99%, and the DPS disappeared. The healers were right there on me, and like there's a preference that you need to have at priority in taking out the other team. You got to take out their healers and their tank. The DPS, they'll go away when there's nobody to protect them, and me as the tank can just smash them. But if you don't take out the healers, nobody dies. Nobody from the other team gets eliminated. So it's been about an hour. I might go one or two more games, and then we'll get back into code. And yeah, I've got a couple things that I think we want to do with SharpSight, and start thinking about and talking about what the plugin system looks like, and how we're going to enable plugins for it. Okay, different tank this time. It's not that CC person. Hi. There we go.
Lots more options from above. Here it comes.
My aim is getting better. Enjoy. You stay right there. Alright. Zarya's the counter for Diva, because that laser cuts right through my shield. No. Ah, I nearly got around the corner. That sounds exciting. What's exciting? Coding? Yeah. Let's see if the team can help bully that Zarya. Otherwise, I'm going to end up shifting. And tick, 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 tick. Winner on that one. Oh, very excited for a new season. Yes, yes, yes. New season and new character. So I really enjoy playing as a tank, right? As the big thug that runs in the front of the team and takes the damage. Can't wait to try and get my hands on that new character and give a little bit of a push.
Oh, that's good. I'll use it the next time Sojourn gives me trouble.
How'd they get up there? There's an up there? I didn't know there was an up there. Yeah, there's an up here. Hello. All right. Let's see how that tracer does. That's right. Go ahead. That sniper. You're right. Let's go up top. Well, we've got the high ground. Catch you later, cowboy. Enjoy. Oh! Winner, winner. Yeah, Scottish hero. Which is going to make them salty? Honestly, the hacker did a great job today. I got 70. try and grab one or two more. I really, really like playing as her, and it's worked so well. But I do need to try other heroes. I need to get into more. But the one-trick pony has absolutely worked. My gosh, Junie should be just sick of me playing as Diva. The amount of games that we've played, and here I go. Guess who I'm going to play? Same character. Excuse me.
Time to save the world. Game on.
I really? Do I need to break out the Christmas? I do have the Christmas outfit. Been playing Loki in Marvel Rivals. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on. Wow. Team kill to start. That's nice. So we eliminated all 5 of their team. '81, '83. Come on, just be patient, Fritz. Hi. Remember me? Yeah, that does help. Thank you, healer. We're just about done here. That Widow did amazing. Look at that. I didn't do too bad either. Yeah. Yeah, they just... Holy smokes. Haven't quite gotten there yet. I'd like to get this one and then call it. See, I think that's fun. Isn't that fun? That's totally fun. Right? She's pretty solid this season. Yeah, I agree, Mike. Diva's been... She was overwhelming last season, the season before. Definitely, oh, here we go. Midtown, we will play as Officer Diva to you. Here we go. And we're attacking. Okay.
Time to save the world? Game on! All systems fired up and ready to engage. 해보자고!
I'd rather wait a century for progress than cause the harm you have.
What a joy it must be to feel entitled to patience.
All right. You're really enjoying Ash at the moment? Ash has been very good this season.
After all this. I don't like having
Right?
my time
That's her right there.
I'll offer something more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commencing.
There's nobody here. You're going to give me the first corner? Oh, that's a mistake. I took out the turret, but he took me out. Where did the team go? That duck is getting in the way. What am I doing? No. Got a presentation yesterday about Microsoft Ignite and what it means for your employer. You had to take a shot for every time someone mentioned the word AI. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Well, I took out the turret, but I've got no kills? What?
They're counting on me.
2 minutes. No.
Reset and regroup.
So as a tank, I'm supposed to plow the road here. What the hell? I was being healed and all of a sudden I'm not. And now we're done. Oh, darn it. Come on, team. Get in there.
My ultimate is almost ready.
10 seconds. No. I pressed the one time and they didn't go in at all. Yeah. That's a frustrating game. Let's see, where do we get? Go again. Like, they didn't. As the tank, you push, you press in, you dive into the back line, and their job is to move in and support. And take out and attack the other team as I try and wipe out the other team's back line. And here I am on the back line shooting the sniper, trying to take out the healer, and there's nobody behind me. So we've picked up some games pretty quick here. Hey, Master ATT. That's why you can't do multiplayer games. You know what? Let me jump over to competitive. Maybe we can get into a competitive game. It says less than 2 minutes. So competitive game means that instead of playing just one half of those maps, just attack or defend, you play both. And you're competing to see who does more. So anyway. So let's go over here.
Together then strike them down. Face me.
like, the attack power of Reinhardt is insane. But you need to get right up in folks' grill to do it. I'm just waiting for that competitive. You see it up there in the top corner. So my voice is on normal level. Yeah. See that? You don't want to dive off the side. I've heard great things about the ranked mode in Marvel Rivals. Really? Interesting. The flame shot goes through shields, right? Well, he's facing the other way. But come on, turn around with the shield. It still goes through the shield. We're in ads. I didn't know it went through shields. Oh. Where the hammer does not. All right. Man, we're 5 minutes into waiting? I don't know. I never get to play Widow.
I aim to devastate. Double.
Where'd the other one go?
Superb.
Oh, good, we got it. Hey, McLovin 57. Oh, great. They've got an Overwatch League listed. And we're on Esperanza. So let's go with the cruiser. So once again, it's that push level. And we gotta go through this. You had to cancel turbo. It's not too bad. It's only 2 minutes. Come on. Don't give me this where folks aren't going to show up. And it's a life weaver. Okay. Have a nice match, studs.
Hey,
Okay. Got a race to the... How come ranked is so unpopulated? Because the games take longer. And I think a lot of folks right now are overplaying Marvel. Since it just came out. Sure. Bring me back. Heal me up. Let's go. One down.
It's our turn. Let's push forward.
stay near the immortality field.
We got this. Go, robot, go. Keep doing that. Forward barrier activated.
Doctor's orders.
Nothing gets past me. What the? They have the robot.
No, they don't.
Rally near the robot and keep pushing. Neutralizing projectile. Keep doing that. Section's running hot.
I don't know.
Enjoying the view?
Making progress. Let's stay with it.
I'm trying to stay in the middle here, a little bit forward.
Get into the field.
I'm ready to initiate self-destruct. Nothing gets past me. Start the push. Do something.
Hit him. I know I have the ultimate.
Nerf this.
I'll take two.
Game on. Initiate defense matrix.
Let's make some progress.
I'll take those heals. Thank you so much.
Initiating defense matrix.
I gotta back out. Ooh, nice. Nah. 11 kills. All right. So that's fine. Go ahead, let them push a little bit. Let them push. Go ahead. Be my guest. Oh.
I'm a man on a mission.
Are you?
Stay out of my way.
Widowmaker here.
Where'd she go? Where'd she go? It's fine I didn't get anybody, but I zoned them out.
Get the robot back to our base.
Initiating defense matrix. Nothing gets past me.
Oh, are you kidding?
Tactical visor activated.
Stick with the robot.
Running with fire. My tree's gone. Find cover.
They stole the robot from us. Get it back.
You'll be safe in here.
My ultimate is charging.
Over there.
Firing up. Magnificent party. Nothing gets past me.
No one can hide from my sight.
Mobilizing.
Escorting the robot.
Holding those.
What the heck?
They took him from us. Light them up.
We lost two of them.
Behind you.
What, is no one behind me? No one's behind me. Okay.
Neutralizing projectile. Got the robot. Go, go, go.
I've got you in my sights.
Why the heck isn't he dying? The heck? Are you kidding?
Let's group up.
Don't tilt, Hana. Stop them from pushing the barricade.
Let's hurry.
No one can hide
That's right. You fight me. Come on, team. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
아직 정지 중이라고.
We overthrow them and take back the robot. Understood?
And we even lost a player there at the end. But we got the victory. That's the big deal.
Nerf this. Enjoy that countdown.
Oh boy. So I'm approaching bronze 2, and I keep getting told that I am not a bronze player. But I'm kind of stuck. More than kinda. I'm almost there. Like I'm yeah, 88%. I was at bronze 2 for a little bit the other day, and I got pushed back down. It's, as a tank, so much of your rank depends on who you're playing with. Because if you're playing with folks that are supporting you and pushing and collaborating and working together, you're going to do great. If not, ugh, just ugh. So, League Iron Bronze issue, I'm not familiar with that. So, let me see if I can get one more in here and get that last push on this item on the battle pass. What is this? Don't really care.
Enchanting, is it not?
Don't really care. No. Okay.
You are nothing but toil.
And I'm not a fan of this skin. Iron is the lowest rank in League of Legends. Even some pro streamers, pro players can struggle with an account that's down there. Yeah. Getting out because you need to play well and be with those other players in a team game is just hard. So there we go. There we go. I was surprised how much I outplayed the other tank in that last game. Blizzard World. I like this one. Sure, we'll go with the Christmas outfit. Best to get a dedicated group going so team coordination is better. When Junie and I play together, if we can really blast through some folks. I'm looking at we could have an issue here. Did I incremented the counter here, right? Yeah. Oh, you know what? I didn't. I did. All right.
Easily.
Hi. So this is like Blizzard's version of Disney World. See, look, Disney. Here we go. Oh, and we've got a... Really? What the heck hit me? Okay, they killed everybody. What?
Don't chill, Tana. You got this.
I'm gonna zip right. Darn it! Nope. Can't dive past him either. Alright, so everybody's over here. What the?
Shields under fire. Reset and regroup. Hello. The hero got moving. Gotcha, gotcha. Neutralize projectile. Payload mobilized. Let's get this win.
Come on, man. People do give up way too easy. Like,
Eagle back single. Forward barrier activated. Nothing gets past me.
the heck?
Freeze! Don't move. Eagle back single. Nothing gets past me.
Holy crap.
Draw strength from nature. Pocket killer. Holding up, G. Get the payload going. 60 seconds.
No, get on the damn point. Get there, get there, get there. Come on. I hear that walking junkyard. I didn't get anybody with that one. Ugh.
Speeding up. Initiating defense matrix. Hello. The payload are moving.
Are you kidding? Oh. The overtime is... All right. Yep, that's right, Sir Barkalot. Playing a little bit. Does it still have me? Twitch has been yanking. No, we're good. 9K and 9K is wild. Holy crow! On their
Time to save the world.
yeah, on their Moira.
Of your experiments. There is no honor in what you do.
Shinada, where do I know that name from? Oh, that's right. The family of criminals.
Come on. What are you doing back there?
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A. You cannot
My time to
escape me.
shine. Nothing gets past me. Initializing systems. Listening.
Oh, how did he already get an ultimate? We We aren't a minute in and he's already got a Zenyatta ultimate? No way!
Hey, that's my objective.
No, they're... No, this is a loss. So depressing.
Reset and regroup. Watch out! I'm spamming hot.
Yeah, their Moira is just demolishing.
Nano boost administered.
Giggling next.
Really? Wait a second. Hang on. I get back in the suit and you literally have me destroyed in one hit? Come on. Come on.
I'm not giving up. Engaging thrusters.
Get back.
Watches over you.
Neutralizing projectile.
This ends now.
Come on, man. No, I'm dead. They literally push all together and my team just... They didn't do anything. Like, I did the same amount of damage. This mitigation is mostly on my ultimates. Like, what can you do? Like, the Moira on their team was just stupid good. Just ridiculous. Look at that. Got it. I'm done. I'm out. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I like that game, but literally if you do not get a team that is compatible with what the tank is trying to accomplish, you're toast. You're not going to be, as a tank, you can't do anything. You can smash and push as much as you want, but if there's no support behind you, you're not going to get anywhere. So, let's do this. I'm going to change over. Yeah, let's change over. And I could be Jeff the Land Shark. To software. Let me get the No, I'm going to work here on Windows today. Yeah, I think we're going to work here on Windows. What? Whatever. Let's see what we get here. Let's move some of the things around. And open this jammy. Dive back in here. And let's get some music playing. Yeah, I like synthwave. Here we go. And I think we actually want to start over on GitHub. Well, that's not right. I think we can drop another milestone here. Let's do that. Oh, because I have it hooked up to the video input. There we go. Ah, there it is. All right. I think we're the security text. Yeah, here we go. So I've got the security pieces for authentication and authorization around a fixed series of roles defined at this point. So let's drop a tag. Let's mark the milestone complete. So I'll edit milestone and close. I'll create the tag. So we're going to jump over to my D drive. I'm going to check out main. I'm going to delete that feature security. Okay, that's such a pain in the neck. Feature security pages. There we go. What other branches do I have here that we can get rid of? Good. Pull in all the updates. Thank you so much. What remote branches do we have here? Good, they're all cleared out. Really? Let's set up the tag. Yeah. So get tag, what? Yep. So I will drop a tag and we'll call this V0.3. Yeah, I know. There it is. And I'm going to push upstream tags. There we go. So there it is, 03. Let's get rid of these other branches that I don't need. And we can turn on the keyboard cam. Oh, you know what? We lost power last night, so some of those connections aren't working just yet. Ah, there we go. All right. The next milestone that I had started outlining was 04 and talking about first deployments. So I've got a handful of things here that are going to help us with our initial deployment of the website. And some initial configuration. So create a release process that delivers a container to a GitHub registry. Consider pinning the version of the Postgres containers. That's something I think we can do pretty quickly. Update last mod and sitemap when there's an update to a post. That feels pretty easy to do. Support embedded images in posts. This one is going to take a little bit of work. No doubt, this one's going to take a little bit of work because we're going to need to specify where those embedded images get saved. When you upload an image, where do I put it so that then I can present it on the page on the post? Output cache for pages. This helps with the performance. So when I go to Aspirify, this is completely output cache. That's why it loads so quickly, right? So I do have new articles to upload here. Same thing with C# in the cards. This whole thing is output cached. So it loads really, really quickly. Object storage for images makes a ton of sense. Minio, I think, is a container offering. What do you mean by object storage? Minio. Print the mountain whenever somebody visits, scan it back in. There you go. That's a great idea. Hey, George. Hello. So I think there's the Blobber S3 storage. Yeah. That type of file storage absolutely works. But this is another place where I think we need to make sure we take into account a plugin model. When we think about file storage for files that are created by somebody who's implementing, where do those files go? These aren't files that are involved in the presentation of the site. These are files that are involved in... No, these aren't files involved in configuring the framework. These are files involved in... that are delivered by an implementer that configure the way the site is presented. Azure Blob Storage, S3 storage, file storage, just on disk, are all good ways to go with this. How do we configure that? How do we... And yes, most platforms are going to put a CDN in front of it. So there's a thing there to be done. Post pages should include some initial meta tags. That's going to be pretty good to do. Activate package caching in the GitHub build action. Yeah. Okay. So let me take a look at the actions here first. Right, so we have the .NET build. On push to main, on pull request to any branch, to main branch. I think we want to change this to pull request to any branch. Because I think we're going, what I'd like to do is create a version branch that we're currently working on. Set up a pull request from that version to the main branch. Here's everything that's being pushed out. And we can then have that one branch that is, here's all the work in this version. Add S3 Mini O to Aspire in order to fulfill that vision of being completely cloud agnostic. So this is from January last year. Open source S3 API compatible bucket storage solution can be run on any cloud through containerization. Who's this person? Joseph, because they seem Kubernetes is the way. Oh, great. We're one of these people. Yeah, we're not putting the entire CNCF into Aspire. And here's this person arguing, well, it should be S3. It's been around since 2006. Yeah, I need to go back over to the toolkit. I have the Clam antivirus contribution that I need to send over to them. If this isn't in .NET Aspire, I can't, with my current, this isn't something I can quickly and easily build here. Right? Until this is in there, like, I'm floundering to do something with that. So, here's what I'm going to do. Like, I'm not opposed to implementing it. I think it's not the initial one that we build. I think it's certainly a plugin to include. We don't have the plugin subsystem defined yet. We don't have APIs to use those yet. So let's put a pin in that. I'm going to create a branch. And I'm going to call this V04. Right? Branches. Great branch, yes. Okay. Inside of here, I'm going to update the workflow so that a pull request on any branch, right? Now running on a PR to any branch. Okay. So is that... It's committed into V04. So I'm going to compare to main. 0.4 release train. Right. Updated build to allow running the .NET test and updated workflow, let's say. Right. To allow the test and build to run on any branch. And I'm going to create this as a draft PR. And we'll just slowly add features that roll in here. Yeah, local probably makes the most sense for file storage to start. Even then, I think we want to put some interfaces around that so that we have a file storage provider that we can swap out with. Here's the Azure storage one, here's the S3, here's the Mini O one, and we can go from there. You recently watched a conversation between Nick Chapsis and Daniel Roth about the future of Blazor, and it got me a bit worried. So, I haven't watched this yet. No, it doesn't resemble Silverlight. No. Let's make sure something is clear here. Dan Roth is the program manager for Blazor. His job is to build and deliver Blazor features. Nick Chapsis is a YouTuber. His job is to get you to watch more of his YouTube videos. So Nick's motives are to get you to watch more of his content, get you to watch his training content. Dan's goals are to build more Blazor and deliver more web development features for folks. What did Nick say that has you worried about the future of Blazor? Exactly, Analian. This is what the ASP.NET team, the .NET team, has said for years. Use the right tool for the job. They have never said at any point in the 25 years that .NET has been around that you should never use another tool, and .NET should be your first, second, and third choices in that priority order. Blazor is not like Silverlight because it's completely open source, because it runs on 4 different programming models: WebAssembly, server-side rendered, and Blazor Hybrid. So, with that in mind, it's in Dan's best interest to be completely clear about use the tool that works best for you. We're doing lots of stuff to improve Blazor, and we're continuing to work on Blazor. He's not allowed to tell you the other teams that are at Microsoft, the other product teams at Microsoft that are coming to him, and he's spending time with getting their products working with Blazor. I'm not allowed to tell you that either. But I can tell you there are significant products that are working with and developing with Blazor because they see it as a really good solution. There are some product teams that are being told Blazor's not quite ready for what you need, but we can help you get there. So there's perspectives around the discussion of any technology, and you need to understand the motivation of the folks in the discussion. Same thing goes when you watch a politician being interviewed. The politician has goals, and they're going to twist and spin that interview and not answer questions directly so they can meet their goals. So what are the criticisms of Dan? Blazor doesn't fit every use case. That's right, Dr. Cox. There's JavaScript frameworks out there that have been around for 10 years longer than Blazor that do a really nice job. Go ahead and use them. The .NET team does not have ego around you must use their product. Is that what you want? If you saw folks from a tech stack coming out and saying, I don't care about all those other products out there, all of those other tools, technologies out there, they're garbage compared to the product that we make. You absolutely should use the product we make, and here's why. It's the best thing since sliced bread. Drop what you're doing right now. Dump all that C++ code, all that Go and Rust and JavaScript stuff, because you need to be using Foo. Does that make you feel better about Foo? Does it make you feel worse about those other technologies? Does it make you confident to have a carnival barker like that promoting a tech stack? Valid question. In my experience, the carnival barker who's saying these things and promoting and pushing on their tech stack, they don't have the goods. They can't make good on what it is they're promoting. So you have other folks out there that are the carnival barkers who are going to be yelling at the top of their lungs about how great things are for whatever it is that they prefer. Or they're going to stir the pot so that you come back and listen to them because they're entertaining and want you to go do the next thing. His comment that got you worried at first made you even more impressed by it. 6 full-time developers. How many folks do you think work on .NET and Visual Studio? Happy to answer it, Goko Jax. Yeah. How many people do you think work on it? How many people do you think work on .NET Aspire? I'm not allowed to tell you how many folks work on it, but I can tell you it's significantly less than you think. And that's the way it has been. Because there's many, many moving pieces in and around the Microsoft development tools. So all those things have people working on them. So when you think about the average salary of a developer, and let's just take this number here, 6 full-time developers. 6 full-time developers, average salary of a developer plus benefits, right? $150,000, right? Just round number. Times 6. That's $900,000 that's working on a product. Just spitballing numbers. What would you think if you knew that there was $1 million of investment, engineering investment, on various parts of various huge tools and ecosystems? That's pretty impressive. That's pretty cool. Look at how much is being put in there. No, he's not. He's not. And even then, he might get a little bit of he might get a little bit of pushback on that he shared that. But this doesn't change that it's an open source framework that anybody can use and that they've got a lot of folks contributing to. A lot of folks contributing to. So the question is, what causes folks to lose confidence in Blazor? What caused you to lose confidence in it? Is it Nick saying, I don't trust that Blazor has a future? Do you trust Nick Chapsis saying, I don't trust that Blazor has a future, over the dozens of folks on the .NET team that are saying, we're working on it, and the 6 or 7 people, including program managers and other folks that work on that team, the 6 or 7 people that are actually spending every day working on it, adding features, and building and making it better? You think on Blazor there's around 6 developers? This is what they call, okay. Does it make you lose confidence in the future of it, that there's 6 developers working on a product? How many developers work on React every day? How many developers work on React as their full-time job for Facebook? Hi there, Sirius. Do I know good libraries for WPF app preferences? Take a look at for app preferences. I would recommend you look at components from folks like Progress Software and DevExpress. So Newtonsoft, exactly. Newtonsoft, huge library maintained by one person. And even that, now it's not his full-time job, and he's doing it part-time. Current state of third-party component libraries that have zero support for static rendering. Well, hang on. Static rendering on a third-party component. What third-party components should have static rendering but don't? Charts, graphs, you could make an argument for that. However, you really want those to be interactive so that you can click around them and do things on that. So I think there's absolutely places where that could be improved. But what components, Dr. Cox, should be interactive that, or should render on a static site? How should they behave? Buttons on forms, yes, that works. Buttons on forms do work on a static server side rendered website. They work. A lot of people think that are hesitant to dive into and really invest in Blazor, are feeling some fear if they've been burned by the Silverlight story. So I say this every time somebody says, "Oh, Silverlight, gosh, folks shouldn't do this because of Silverlight." Silverlight was around and fully supported for 15 years after browsers deprecated and removed the ability to host plugins like Java applets, Flash plugins. Silverlight was still delivered and supported with security patches for 15 years. That's longer than Angular has been around. Put that in full perspective. Angular has not been around for 15 years yet. And Silverlight was built and supported and managed for 15 years. Silverlight was closed source. Blazor is fully open source and runs on 4 different platforms that you're not going to be able to turn off by decree of the browser, by the browser community and a CEO of a fruity company in Cupertino, California. You can't just make a server-side technology disappear as the CEO of some company. Not like he did by making a decree that there shall be no plugins that run inside my browser. Totally different things there. It is a pretty amazing amount of work. The only concern that I have was recently brought to light. Some guy from Microsoft said that lots of devs use React for several products. If it gets the job done, but the reason was we can't expect the whole world to know and program in .NET. JavaScript just makes it easier to hire people for a job. So what you're seeing is that at Microsoft, like at many other companies, you can build and use whatever technology, build your application with and use whatever technology you want to build it. So there are some products that were built with React. They moved off of them once they outgrew React. These things happen. Folks are adding Python into the Office apps. There's Python extensions now for Excel. Does that mean all of a sudden that you should program everything in Python if you want to work with Office apps? No, it's just another option. So there's lots of things that are built with .NET at Microsoft. Lots and lots of things. Would it make folks more confident in .NET and Blazor if you had a catalog that said, here's all the products that were built with .NET? Would that make folks more confident in .NET, in Blazor, in .NET MAUI? Legit question. Like, if the biggest criticisms of Blazor and .NET MAUI and .NET Aspire are, well, where does Microsoft actually use these things? Do they use these things themselves? If there was a published catalog of, here's the Microsoft products that are built with these technologies. You don't care about Blazor either way. I'd lean toward avoiding it. Maybe in the future, but it's a very weak lean. Why? Why would you lean toward avoiding it in the future? You love Blazor, but my job likes Angular. Go figure. C# is your primary language. Nothing wrong with that. Not third-party buttons? I would need to see that. Buttons. First off, why have a third-party button for something that's static rendered? I don't need to answer that question first, and then go into ads are kicking in. But yes, those should render and run on server-side rendered. React may well be a better fit for those use cases. Experience with Blazor has been positive so far. Had a few hiccups, but I'd claim my own experience with the framework as the cause. Okay. No, it's not something Blazor can change, but it is something for those implementers to address. If a dev shop is not small and is dedicated front-end devs, Blazor has a hard track ahead of it. That's fair. And we continue to make it easier and clearer to use and work with. That's okay. Nothing but positive experience. Still was a bit surprised. Took a while to get my head around the Blazor web app experience. Dan also had a comment on this. Blazor wasn't around when Microsoft started. Yes. Okay. Yes, there are some embedded capabilities in products that are built with Blazor. Yes. Yes, there are a lot of folks that get in a twist about Microsoft does use this, Microsoft doesn't use this. What does Google use? What does Facebook use? Is your company, is your organization, do you have the same concerns and questions about your tech stack as Google, as Facebook, as Microsoft? Do you have those same challenges? I bet you don't. If you had to hazard a guess, large swaths of Azure Portal or Blazor? Nope. Nope. What the heck? The bot's not running correctly. That's weird. Something's misbehaving here in my Docker containers. Docker. Yeah, you. Started 3 hours ago. Go away. Try that again. All right. There we go. No, because the Azure portal was built before Blazor. If a component is trying to use JavaScript without checking it is available, file a bug. Meanwhile, trying to come up with some useful feedback on the mail you got from Microsoft. Survey regarding your experience with .NET MAUI. Okay. Curious how the new software guarantee law influences a crap ton of third party. I'm not familiar with the software guarantee law. Is this another European thing that's going to impact and change the way the entire world writes software? Sellers may expressly provide... Who is this doing this? Yeah, Europeans. Great. Your biggest beef with JavaScript development has been the debugging story. Then I figured out how to connect Visual Studio Code to Edge's DevTools. Yep. Your end goal is to figure out how to wrap HTML5 Canvas API for use in Blazor, so I can do all your stuff. So you can do that with a little bit of JavaScript interop in Blazor, and it works fantastic. So yeah, I don't see. I'm trying to find specifics on software quality, software guarantee law. I don't see anything specific. This is a law firm. Statutory liability for defects. This is in the Czech legal system. Defects must be reported to the supplier after their discovery, but no later than 6 months or 2 years of software delivery. The quality guarantee is not automatically provided by law for software, so if you want it, you must expressly provide for it in your contract. Yeah, this isn't a requirement that's being imposed on everybody. You found Carl's videos on JavaScript interop, lets you access Canvas. Yep. The libs are a few .NET versions out of date. You should be able to port and work forward with them. One thing .NET Framework stands out in is there are not like 15 different frameworks. Yes. So, Mythin, this is something that folks both like and hate all at the same time. Folks see that there aren't 15 different web rendering frameworks. We have ASP.NET and one server, Kestrel, and it runs really, really good. Folks look to the fact that there is one web server in the .NET environment and use that as proof that it's an unhealthy open source ecosystem. Instead of, hey, we've got a really good one that's provided that we can contribute to and make even better. Let's all put our weight and effort behind this library and make this one the best for everybody to use. Folks argue that that's not the open source way, and instead you should have 15 different choices of different web servers that are of different quality so that you have that choice of what you'd like to use. Sure, you can absolutely go and build a web server in .NET if you'd like. Nothing's saying you can't. However, you can't just swap it in and take over ASP.NET Core and run MVC or Blazor or something on top of somebody else's web server. It's not architected like that. And that architecting is the argument that folks will make, hey, that's not open source. Well, let's say you did finish building your web server and you could run Blazor on it. Or ASP.NET MVC, or minimal APIs, what have you. If something goes wrong on your web server with how you implemented and hooked up one of those other frameworks, who's responsible for it? That'll never fly, Dr. Cox. It will never fly. The moment somebody tries to challenge and press charges against somebody that, hey, your software isn't high enough quality, you referenced somebody's package that they gave away for free with no and no guarantee of capabilities, it will never fly. When do we get multi-threading in the browser? It's a great question. I thought WebAssembly didn't support multi-threading. Kestrel and Yart power the front-end worker of all Azure app services. Yes, that was documented and shared in a blog post. Have I tried the WASM experimental workload yet? It has threading enabled. I haven't gotten into it yet. So this is a German post. Manufacturers of software and AI soon to be liable for their products. This was just released yesterday. The amendment to the Product Liability Directive, which the EU legislative bodies last year, comes into force on Sunday. It forms the basis for a broad framework of compensation claims for defective products, including in the area of software and hardware. The new regulations apply to all goods from conventional household items, electrical appliances, digital products, and more complex technologies such as robots and smart home systems. This is never going to work. EU legislatures were primarily responding to the increase in global online shopping. The increased use of technologies such as artificial intelligence. What? With the amendment to the more than 40-year-old predecessor, the Parliament and Council of Ministers has modernized and strengthened the rules for compensation for personal injury, property damage, and data loss caused by unsafe products. It's never going to work. Exceptions for open source developers. In the case of expressly covered computer programs, it is irrelevant whether the software is installed on a device or provided as a service via the cloud. If in the event of embedded software errors, suppliers of components are also liable in addition to the end manufacturer. This may include connected services such as voice assistants. There's an exemption for open source in order to not hinder innovation and research. Too late. Developers of free and open source software that are created outside of commercial activity and is not offered commercially are exempt from liability. The EU just put up a big wall to... They've already done it in taxing the extensive taxes to import goods, technology, hardware into their ecosystem. You just put up a legal wall that says if you sell something in our community and it breaks, not only are we going to sue you, but you're going to be punished by law. Like, you're asking me right here to put up a big old block on my website that says, because I don't want to deal with your laws that impede on me, you're not allowed to access my website. It's the same thing again. It's going to be amazing to see them try to challenge and enforce this against Xbox, Facebook, Google. Good luck. Like, I understand what they're trying to do. Everybody wants high-quality products. But putting a law in place that says if it doesn't perform to certain expectations, not only can I sue you, which you're always entitled to do, but the government is going to punish you. Give me a break. Yeah. What happens when the legislation doesn't work? Did the people who wrote it become liable? I think it's a stupid law. But the Europeans, anti-Temu. It's anti-wish.com. Yeah, how will they counter text-in licenses that say "as is"? Right? Give me a break. Anytime. Yeah. So, look. To finish the comments, the statements, about ASP.NET, about Blazor. It's in the documents. I don't think there's been blog posts about this. Huge chunks of Bing use ASP.NET. Okay. There are chunks of other products that use Blazor. It's coming. It's rolling out to more places. There are more internal products at Microsoft using it. I'd love to be able to share more details about where these technologies are used. I don't think I need to tell you that many of the applications that ship with Windows are built with .NET Framework. Not with .NET, with .NET Framework, the 4.8 version. Like, we know this. They're out there. That's what it ships with. Yeah, Bing uses it for internal tools. And Bing serves billions of requests. Like, would it make you more confident if the front end of Bing was delivered with Blazor with WebAssembly? Would that make you more confident in Blazor? I'm not saying they're planning on doing it. I think it's... I have no insight into what they're looking at doing for modern... not modern, that's the wrong word. For new versions of Bing in the future, I have no idea what they're doing. But if one of those was built with Blazor with WebAssembly, how would you feel about that? You saw a blog post that Bing AI Copilot is built with Blazor. No, .NET. JSON RPC protocol for .NET over various transports, SignalR. Since all of this was built on .NET, it was easy to rapidly iterate and work seamlessly with the VS ecosystem. So, this REST API is .NET, is what they're saying. Okay? So there's separate .NET 8 processes. An indexing service, a service hub service that has an API that GitHub uses, brokered services into the indexing, Visual Studio that's built with .NET Framework. So, Bing AI Chat is called Copilot. Not GitHub Copilot, Copilot. But this is talking about the GitHub Copilot integration. I'm trying to find an article, the article that you're referring to. because I want to make without being able to consult Microsoft documentation and legal. I got to be careful what I can say and what I can't say. No, Blazor's not in there. .NET's not in there. If you can find me that article. No, answering some questions about how fit Blazor is for building things that are going to be around in the future. Some folks were not confident when they watched a video from Nick Chapsis. So, AI topic today? No. Nope. Okay, let's I can close that. We don't need BattleNet running. Yeah, there we go. So let me pull let's check out branch call V0. If I do git pull upstream, I should get the upstream branches, right? Yeah. So if I do git checkout track upstream V0.4, right? I can push that to my no, git push. I guess I'm okay to work here like this, right? Where should we work first? Update sitemap. Like, I'm always going to be crystal clear with you as much as I can, without, and I have gotten myself in a lot of trouble, a significant amount of trouble for the Microsoft things that I've discussed on stream. Like, a ridiculously significant amount of trouble for the Microsoft stuff that I've discussed on stream. I will share and comment on what I can. Microsoft blog, building AI-powered Bing chat with SignalR and other open source tools. Okay. Like, I know many of the things that it's built with. Tell you all the Microsoft secrets? There are tunnels under the buildings at Microsoft that go to secret places. No. No. Yeah, I think I was looking at a similar article. Yeah, they use SignalR, which means there's .NET servers, ASP.NET servers in Copilot. When you use any of the Copilots, you're using .NET and SignalR. Okay? So, adaptive cards are being used, right? That's an old UI technology. That's a UI technology that's been around for a while. And Markdown, application flow, how they use SignalR. So, right, I'll share that link. There you go. You're welcome to read this. And the foundation server technologies that Blazor is built upon are what make Copilot go. And you can see the performance numbers about how those servers run. And this is from almost a year ago. You can see those performance numbers and how memory utilization is very, very small because of how they release and work with memory. It's a great choice for these large scale services. Are they using Blazor in the user interface for ChatGPT? Right, it's chat.openai.com, right? Isn't that it? Yeah. Are they using Blazor here? Probably not. It's a bunch of JavaScript. And it's all packaged. So, like, if there was a website that tomorrow, right, this time tomorrow, if it was built in Blazor, would impress the heck out of you, and you'd say, okay, Blazor's serious now, what would you think? Describe the cafeteria secrets. Wednesday is pancake day. There's a couple of really good places on campus to get pancakes. I recommend checking out Cafe 41 to get pancakes. Cafe 18, not so much. The cheeseburgers that they have at Cafe 25, you can get with a gluten-free bun. I like to get a bacon cheeseburger on a gluten-free bun there, and it's amazing. All right, there you go. There's your cafeteria secrets tip of the day, live coding. Does Santa work at Microsoft? There's a couple folks with some long gray beards there. I wouldn't go so far as to say that one of them is Santa. So, just a few days ago, Nick published another video about an hour uncut interview with Dan Roth explaining all of this. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. And I started this segment by saying, what's the motivation of those two gentlemen? Dan builds Blazor, and his goal is to get everybody everywhere to be able to use Blazor. It's folks like my job to make it clear and educational and give you the on-ramp to be able to use Blazor. It's Nick's job to promote and publish YouTube videos that you tune into and you come back to watch. So, if Dan isn't saying anything that is exciting, interesting, that's going to tickle your brain and make you want to come back, in order for Nick to get folks to want to come back, he's going to push on certain topics. If .net, what if I told you .net was built with Blazor? What if I told you that? What if I told you pieces of this are built with Blazor? It's built with ASP.NET. Says it right there. Like, if we made some of these sections interactive WebAssembly, so that you knew that it was Blazor, and we gave you those capabilities to see that it was built with Blazor. Would that do something? Because I absolutely can help drive some of that. Maybe Microsoft Learn being built on Blazor. So Microsoft Learn is a giant website. Darn it. Is a giant website ecosystem. Like, when I work on documentation and training modules, I download all of Microsoft Learn. This is hundreds of gigabytes to download and work with, okay? And I only pulled down part of it. I pulled down the training material stuff. But this is massive, and this was built and made available years before Blazor was out there. This isn't going to be rewritten in Blazor. However, if there were parts of it that were built with Blazor WebAssembly, that might be interesting. I can tell you And this is one that our team has been. Oh, we don't have any live elements coming up, broadcast coming up. Because we're all on vacation. This is built with Blazor and WebAssembly. Nick never uses clickbait thumbnails. No, never. Never does, Fuel Snable. No. You would work for Fang just for the cafes? Google's Cafe. I was invited as a guest to Google's. Very, very impressive stuff. I think there's an opportunity for some of these to be replaced with WebAssembly. I think that's very much on the table, something that we could do to show off. Hey, look, here's some Blazor WebAssembly running somewhere out here. If it's running as server-side rendered Blazor, like this website, does that do anything for you? Running on .NET, running on .NET Aspire 9. Like, this is all Blazor. It's not WebAssembly, because it doesn't need to be WebAssembly. This is actually a little bit of JavaScript, because it's a nice component there. It does, Penflinger. You're absolutely right. So, that coming right before the holiday break puts people like me in a position where I've got 3-4 weeks now to build a response. Oh, okay. You want to see it running in more places? Fine. We can do that. Is that going to prove anything? Is that going to show anything? If this carousel is built in WebAssembly, in Blazor with WebAssembly, does that help prove something? Maybe. Right? Blazor runs in 4 models. If we built and delivered part of this in one model, there's going to be criticism. Well, it doesn't run in the other models. It doesn't run natively in hybrid. It's not interactive server. We want to see something with interactive server. So, like, these are things that I can absolutely, I have the power and influence and connections with folks to say, hey, let's go rewrite part of this to be a little bit more interactive with Blazor WebAssembly. We can do that. Is it something that the team's going to agree to? Maybe, maybe not. But it's something that can be done. And I want to make it's important to me. I don't care what Nick Chapsa says. I don't care what the rest of the world says about Blazor. I want to make sure that you, the developers that are watching this video, even those of you out there watching the recording, I want to make sure that you're confident in Blazor. And if I can enhance and bring more Blazor to more of the websites that we can influence to show that, yes, this works in these places, I'll absolutely make that push so that I can help you be confident. I've been building with Blazor for years on this stream. It's been great. We've had a lot of fun with it. We haven't hit anything where we've said, you know what, Blazor isn't the right tool for this. Are there places where we could use React and do something easier, better, cooler? Maybe. Maybe. Does it make a difference? Like, does it make a cost of goods difference delivering something with React or Angular or Vue versus Blazor? Not really. Not really. Eddie, how you doing there? You really enjoy Blazor? Simple for you as somebody that's horrible at front end? That's fair. And I think that's something that we all want out of our front end frameworks, right? A beginner, intermediate, advanced set of interactions. So if I am horrible at front ends, I'm that beginner at making front ends work well. I can do something and get some basic and I can do some basic interactions and get a nice user interface coming out the other side. And when I'm ready and comfortable to tune and tweak and get my hands a little bit dirty, I can do some customizations at an intermediate level. And if I really wanted to, I can throw open the hood and get in there and make any changes I want at an advanced level. You're working as a Blazor dev for 3 years, no convincing needed. There you go, Dr. Cox. Like, I'm not angry at anybody. Let's make sure that I don't want anybody to feel like I'm angry. I want to make sure that you're confident in this. And I can help make it clearer where we use some of these things. And you know what? I think there's opportunities, there's places, like I put Built with .NET Aspire here in the footer of Aspirify.net. Like, I purposely did that so that folks could see this is built and delivered with .NET Aspire. If I made that clickable so that you could see the .NET Aspire dashboard for Aspirify, would that help make you more confident in .NET Aspire? Maybe. These are the types of transparent interactions to show off the framework that we discuss and consider. And I'm happy to discuss and consider because I think, chat, you've made some very good points about we need to increase the confidence and exposure, and exposure is the wrong word, the confidence and visibility of how Blazor is being used. Totally on board with that. You're right. You're right. There's more that we can do to show to businesses and to folks that Blazor is a really good framework for them. Dan Lupp says, my work, all the clips from Sanderson, from Dan Roth, the websites presented. It's plenty of examples if someone really wants to check, not missing all the lines in jQuery and JavaScript, not even MVC. Yeah. Blazor is next level in my opinion. So, right, Ed Anderson is another YouTuber who, and I watch Ed's videos. Ed is very pessimistic about things that aren't front and center used by lots of folks that he can see. Very pessimistic. And that's okay. He's allowed to be. The question is, for folks that are pessimistic about how technologies are used, what's required, what will help convince you that these do have a future. So, hey John over there on YouTube, just coding for fun. Blazor is more fun than Reactor View. Okay, I appreciate that, John. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Not just because it's my job to use Blazor, but I do agree with you. It's a lot more fun. After .NET Conf, Eddie's all in with Aspire. Yeah, that's great. Master ATT, most fun you had in previous years was the Blazor full stack job. Awesome. Alu the Crow's been a Blazor dev since beta and early adopter. After going back to React for a Twitch extension, I can't wait to go back. I see you there. Here we go. So, Sengo, is that how you pronounce it? What do I mean by C# web development? I thought always C# was used in programs, while web development involves HTML, PHP, or JavaScript. What exactly do you do with C#? Do you build an entire website using only C#? Yes. Not Anderson Sanderson. Yeah, I'm Steve Sanderson. Yes, I know who you're referring to, Dan. Steve's a friend. He's effectively the inventor of Blazor. Yeah. Ed Anderson, different person, another YouTuber that I was referring to. So C# web development, yes, the entire website is built with C#. There is HTML going on in there. There's some CSS, but the entire thing is built with C#. Yes. And why not? C# could absolutely be used to build programs, but you can build websites with it too. So, like, I've got a couple thousand lines of code that build a website that we're talking about here, built with C#. So, and we're gonna dive in and do more of that. Like, we can hit this one real quick. The last in sitemap, we need to update it to include a last mod to indicate, okay, this post was updated. So I think that's one we can hammer out here real quick. So to show you, this is a website that is configured and built with C#. So I've got register my database services here. I've got register my security configuration, configure request localization so we can translate, different ways that we're caching data. We're working with components, how we set up email notifications from the website. And then I've got an HTTP pipeline, just like you would have in Node. Here's how things are going to be processed. And I've got a configuration here for how we're going to build our sitemap. So when there's a GET request to sitemap XML, we're going to receive information about the host environment, the request context, information about where our posts and pages for our framework live, and we're going to build some XML that gets delivered for the website. So down here, when there's posts about the website, I have a last mod date here that's being formatted based on the published date. So that might be a little just, I don't want to say an exaggeration, but a little over the top. But you don't have to fiddle with JavaScript. You can work with JavaScript. Yeah, there's the JavaScript command. So I don't know if you know this, but horses love JavaScript on this channel. And I have a couple horses out back. That's what you just heard. When we say JavaScript, right? If you say JavaScript in channel, the horses will make it known that they recognize it. Oh, come on, 2 seconds, give it to me. See, horses love JavaScript. So, no way this is possible. That sounds so cool. Just started learning C# a few weeks ago. I had no idea that it was this powerful. Kind of sad that I started learning it so late in life. Nothing wrong with it.
Oh my.
There is no too late to learn a programming language or technology. So, happy to answer your question there, Sengo. That's right. Paging Scott. So if I want this, there you go. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I have a user interface for editing pages. Yeah, .NET, C# you can use to build and work with just about any software. IoT devices, Raspberry Pi devices, native applications that run on Windows, Mac, iOS, Android, console applications that run on Windows, Mac, and Linux, services that run on Windows, Mac, and Linux, containers that run on Windows and Linux, web applications, cloud scale applications. Yeah, C# will work with all of that stuff. The only time it's too late to learn a programming languages is after you had the senior dev role for it. Wow. The only time to learn a programming languages is after you land the senior dev role. I get it, sanctified technology. I get it. Here inside of edit page, when I do a save, that's edit page. What about edit post? Like edit page has a last update. Right? Jump over here to the sitemap. Yeah, pin that, John. So when there's a page, it is putting in the last update. So I need a similar last update on a post. Edit post. This one. So when there's a save, let's see, save. Update post right there. This John. Yeah, I'm using the term John too much. We want to control F12. It does just a post update. Is there a last updated on this? There's just published. So I can add a last updated entry here. Hey, Scott. Time to make it work on smartwatches. I don't think it works there yet. Surely none of Microsoft products are done in JavaScript. They're done in all kinds of technologies. That's right. They're all done in Kotlin. No. Let's start here, and I'm going to extend... Yeah. I'm going to extend the post object so it has a... Not just a publish date, but a... no, date time, offset, a last update. Thank you. And sure, we'll make that required also. Appreciate it. And I'm going to go to the concrete implementation. Where did it go? PG post. Published. So we'll put another, yep, give me another one of those. That's right. And when we convert between these, come on, that's right. Do it one more time there, with feeling. Appreciate it. Okay. So when we edit a post, right, so there is, that's fine, that's fine. Flush the cache. Before we call... calls add async and it doesn't set the publish date. Right? Defaults the publish date to date time now. Let's do that here. No. Post dot. Wrong post. No! This post. Publish date equals... No. Daytime offset. There you go. And I should also set the last update. Cool. So if I go to update post, set that there and let it flow through. So now I need to add a migration. And now I can grab the last update and put that on the sitemap. Let me do that now. So that's the page post. Instead of publish date, we'll do last update. Okay. Let's put in the migration. Did I not create the feature? No. Feature post last update. Okay. I need to get into the website folder. Right. So we're going to .NET EF migrations add. It's, I keep saying page. It's post last update. And I need to specify the context is. Where's the context? PG context. And the project is up one over here. Sharp sites. Data. Oh, come on. My fingers. .NET EF migrations add. Right, it was post last update. Context. PG context. Project. Okay, up one. And it's sharp site data. Oh, I hit escape again! I hit the duck's bill as I keep hitting this. .NET EF migrations add post last update context PG context project up a folder sharp site dot data Postgres. Go. Teams was developed exclusively using Writer. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, sure. Is a post always directly published? Right now it is. And that's something that we can enhance in the future, right? Right now, I'm trying to get basic features working because the significant thing that we're about to build that's going to make this thing shine is the plugin ecosystem, the plugin architecture, and being able to slide in features that do new things. Teams was developed with a big old pile of Electron. Yes. That is something that the team has been quite vocal about, was how it allowed them to grow and move, and that's why there was that big change earlier this year where Teams was deployed, where it was completely rewritten as native code. So, yes, that was a thing. Now, I should be able to launch this, and it will apply that migration into my repository, and I'll have last update dates. It was slow. It's significantly faster now. Teams can be slow when you start adding in a bunch of different add-ins, just like any other application. Once you start building and adding add-ins, then things change. Right? Then we get into models. It does use too much because it's hosting a series of browsers in there, right? How do you think some of that stuff that they're doing lights up inside your application? Why isn't this opening? Yes, I'm control clicking. Teams V2 works fine for you? Yeah. Why aren't you opening? There it is. Thank you. And if we look over here, we should see insert into EF migration history, post last update, alter table posts. There it is. So, default timestamp is -infinity. Microsoft's biggest mistake is 2 Microsoft accounts with the same name. There are many interesting things with Microsoft accounts. That, yeah, that's a thing. I'll log in here. How you doing there, Webface?
Webface_CA
Yes.
just resubscribed for 24 months.
24
I
months.
just
Thank
realized
you.
I won the localization Blazer puzzle. Nice.
Congratulations. That was you. Okay, okay. I'm going to create a post here. New post. My first post. Sure. A description. This is my first post using the system. Hello world. It's great to be here. Oh, that's interesting. It's great to be here. All right. Save. Can I write daytime offset with -2? Oh, this is a Postgres thing. I need to go back to PG context because there is a conversion here. So I need to do the exact same thing. And this time it is last update. So that it converts properly. And that should work. Have a good one, that developer dad. Great to see you here. What I like is easy to implement add-ons for Office. Yeah. Thank you, Mythin. Have a good one. Null isn't... I wouldn't say null's a mistake, but it's an anti-pattern that folks are learning how to work through. So let's try this again. First post. This is my first post. First post. Narf. There it is. And we should be able to look at the source. There's a link to the site map. Click through to the site map. And there's last mod. I'm not going to be able to test that right now. But it is pulling from the last update date. So, I think that works. It's a Rube. Hello. All good. Been a busy day at work. Lots of meetings and discussions. Yeah. Yeah. Am I using CK editor or Markdown editor? It is... Markdown editor. Hey, Mac Dubinghall. Tuesday's doing well. All right, I'm going to stop and push this feature up. What do we need to add here? That's not how you spell commit. There we go. Added post last update and entry in sitemap. There we go. And where'd my... There we go. So that was this one, 21. So I'm going to put this into not main, but 04. So this is, yeah. Why am I getting that? That's not part of this. Yeah. One commit. Added post last update field and entry in sitemap. And this is going to be fixes 21. So this will put it into the 0.4 train. And there it is. It's building on this because it's trying to merge into 0.4. So that's correct. What am I considering to do for plugin support? I want, for plugin support, I want folks to be able to upload some sort of a plugin package that's effectively a zip file with a manifest. And that gets expanded, DLLs get analyzed, added into the .NET bin folder with the rest of the DLLs. They get dynamic with reflection loaded up, and the interfaces that are implemented for the type of plugin that it is get registered with the service provider so that those features can then be activated. How themes plug into that is a little bit further down the stream than I've been able to think through at this point. But reflection at install time, I think, is appropriate. After that, how it runs is all in memory because it's all it's all been discovered, loaded, and activated. So I will squash and merge this into the 04 added post last update field and entry in sitemap. So this, and it's already been deleted. So I'll go over to the 04 pull request, which is over here now. And now we see that pull request is in the train to be added here. Not bad. So this is being built. And I can edit this and tell it generate a summary. And Copilot will generate a summary for me of here's what's coming in. Now, it might get overly wordy, where what I'd really like it to do is just summarize. Yeah, oh boy. The addition of the last update field, and there's all the stuff on that. Workflow and configuration. Modify the workflow to trigger on pull request to any branch. Code formatting and minor adjustments. So I'm not going to include all of that down there, but I'm okay with including that. I don't want to talk about all the details. I don't feel like that's a summary. And if we take a look at what that... Yeah. So I'll update the comment, and away we go. All right. And that should have closed. Should have closed that. Yep. Mentioned, merged. Did not close the issue, so I'll close this. And we can see that it's on track to go out. All right. Back to the 04. Consider pinning the version of the Postgres containers. That's a pretty good one. That's probably a good one. The embedded images is going to be another step into the plugin capabilities. Package caching by the GitHub build action. I'm not sold on that. Post pages should include some initial meta tags. That's not bad. Let's grab this one to start. Pinning the version of the Postgres containers. For Postgres version 16, yeah, this is kind of important. So let's get that set up. So I will check out. I'm going to check out V04. I'm going to git pull upstream. So it brings in those updates. Git branch delete feature post last update. Cool. And let's check out. And this is going to be a feature branch for pinning the version. Let's call this a chore, because we're not really adding a feature. Pin DB version. All right. There we go. So pinning the database version, let's close all this stuff, is something coming out of our app host. And I have this Postgres extensions class that configures all the database stuff for .NET Aspire as we build and deliver and deploy. And right now it has add Postgres hard-coded here. But we can specify the container tag version. Say the package defaults to 17 tag of library Postgres. So let's pin that. Right? I don't want to say latest. But let's go take a look at the database tags that are available to us on hub docker com, and we'll choose one out there to use. Yeah. Here's Postgres. So there's 17.2, 17 latest. Right? I could grab 17.2. And just use that label. Yeah. So if I change this to with tag 17.2, because if it's latest, it's just going to slide and go find the latest one. PG admin, though, I think we do want to say get the latest version of that, so that it's always trying to use the right. PG admin is our Postgres admin user interface. It's okay for it to always try and get a newer version of that. I'm all right with that. Even then, I think I need to delete and force it to go discover a new latest tag, I think. I'm trying to remember if Docker will use the latest. So here we are, it's pulling in the 17.2 Postgres. And we should be able to see PG admin. Yeah, it's pulling in latest version over there. There you go. That one is running. Did we have to do any migrations? Nope, everything's up to date. So if I go back to the website, I should get, there's my first post. There it is, first post, NARF. All right. So I think we have it pinned appropriately. Let's move these out into constants. Yeah, public const string. Postgres. Image version. Right? Public const string pgadmin image version. There we go. There we go. I like having the constants so that it's clear and we can reference and we can change it in one place if we reference and use it somewhere else. Right there, it's clearly visible, it's clearly available to reach in and either touch or move. Right? What if I did this? Code architecture question, chat. I'd like to get your feedback. What if I did this? Public static class. Versions. And we did... No. Ooh. Public static, not static. Const string Postgres. .17.2. Public const string pgadmin. So then this becomes versions Postgres. How does that strike you? What do you think, chat? You like it like that, Ninja Ola? Because it makes it clear that come on, finish loading. Yeah, that works. That this is where the versions of things are. That's what you do? Okay. See that? Great minds think alike. A collection of version information used by the containers in this app. So let's push all that. Git commit. Pin versions of Postgres containers. So here, this is 18. Pin versions of Postgres resources to 17.2. There we go. Create that, let it build, and we'll get it merged in. You only do that like if it can be used other places or a singular space for versions. I agree. And organizationally, it feels better than kind of having that nested set of constants. Right. Makes it very clear. Versions, this is Postgres, this is pgadmin. Being able to reference and pull this out somewhere else in the app host might be nice to be able to do later. Like, put that number on a user interface somewhere. Looks good. Squash and merge, and that fixes 18. Good, delete the branch. Right, so here it is. It was just touched. Right there. So now what happens if edit this summary? See what it says. So database schema updates, entity class updates. Did it I don't think I need everything, all the links through to all the places that it's touched. I don't think I need that. And I think that's enough. Yeah, do that. All right. 37% done. Moving along. Look at this. We're just tearing through. How do you like looking at GitHub's work tracing over, say, Jira or similar tools? I'm used to it. So, I'm okay with it. Post pages should include some initial meta tags. What do we have? Yeah, we could use some meta tags in here, all right. I have some features that I built for Aspirify that I can copy over for this. But I think I want to park it here for right now. I think I want to park it here for right now. I do. And call it a stream there. Because we did a bunch. We did a ton here today. And I feel good about it. And we'll get into building the plugin platform next time. I think that we can then be completely focused on that. I've got the ideas laid out of where we want to go with it, how we want to get that running. But I think I'm mentally just getting a little burnt out. I've got a couple other things that I want to get to today. And I'm going to just wrap up there for now. If you're watching on YouTube, there's lots of other great videos available that you can check out and you can tune into. Let me get you connected with... Let's raid over to our buddy Code Rush. and say hello to him. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow bright and early, and we're going to be writing more code and building more here. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to really start plugging away at concepts around this plugin model tomorrow. All right? So, thanks so much for tuning in. Get ready to say hi to Code Rushed, and I will see you tomorrow. All right? Have a fantastic rest of your day. I wish you good health and good coding. Take care.